Hey guys, Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 here. I have here the Big Bad Bow from Nerf. I believe this is an N-Strike product. I don't know for sure. It could be, but I think so. So let's get right to the review. The review of the Big Bad Bow. I've been wanting to get this for a very long time. And I finally have it. Now, when I first opened it up at my dad's house, these parts weren't together, of course. When I pulled this back and then, shot something, it worked pretty well. I shot like one of these darts or missiles, and pretty much shot pretty well without the string and bow attachments and everything. So I figured, maybe it's just a one-time shot. I did it again. I'm like, oh wow, I guess I was wrong. And ever since then, I have this feeling like, oh, I should modify this and make this into like a dart shooter as well. Like shoot one of the new elite darts. Oops, fail. Now the point with this not the point, but the point with this gun is the bow pieces and the string is like optional. It's only made for decoration. It doesn't actually help shoot the dart. It's just for decoration. I never knew that until I finished building it, and then figured out, oh crap, I should have looked at the instructions first. But what's cool about this is it has a little bit of a scope, but that's not the real thing, or the dart holders. But due to the fact that if you modify this and you are successful at it, you can make it maybe shoot this twice as far than the box says. It says 40 feet. Maybe you can double it to 80 feet. That is if you put like a new spring or take out the air restrictors or both. Now, what I really like about this gun is it's just the archery feeling, because it feels like you're holding a bow and arrow, but at the same time you're not. So, before I get into the pros and cons, I'm just going to let you know that this is how it works. You pull this back, pull the trigger, and then push it back into place, reset it, repeat cycle. Okay, pros and cons. Pros. Shoots pretty far. Comes with 3 of these little mega missiles. I would wish for more, but I don't know where you would put them. I mean, there are no other spots left. True handle, true grip on this thing. This feels really cool, like a compound bow almost. And the trigger, of course, pretty good. Handle's a little small, but I can deal with it. The scope, however, that's a con, because what are you going to use a scope for? I mean, you could put it on the side and that would be fine, but you put it in the middle, it's going to be hard with the string in the way. You could probably see why, because, let's see. So, pros. Great results afterwards. Shoots pretty far. Comes with a couple of mega missiles, or mini mega missiles, this is what I like to call them. And pretty much that. And has that archery feel and look to it. Now the cons. Now these are a few other cons. The assembly was extremely hard. I couldn't do it by myself. I had to get my dad to help me. And I mean, these parts, the plastic parts were easy. The wheels were a little bit difficult. The string was the hardest part, because the string would start to fall apart, and you would have to lick it and then put it through the holes. But it was hard. But this is a really cool bow or Nerf gun. In a way, it reminds me of the sorry for a Gears of War reference, but this reminds me of Gears of War torque bow. Very cool. Well, without the explosion at the end. So yeah. These two parts I don't think were necessary. I mean, you could stick the arrows in your pocket pretty easily. If you were wearing jeans, however, that would be a hard thing to do, unless you had like ammo holders out of cardboard or something. But In any other case, these holders are pretty nice, but they're kind of tight. So I think they hurt the dart almost. But I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool holders, but it's okay. And yeah, that's really it. Big Bad Bow. This will be appearing in most or a few of my films. I will give this. It's hard to say. It's probably like an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna go with 9 out of 10. The reason why it lost so many points, the scope, the dart holders being so tight, and how they're very strong. I do admit that, but if you put a dart in here or one of those mega missile things in there, I have that worry that it's going to destroy the dart just by doing that. And of course the assembly, that was the hardest part. They would have made the instructions really easy, but they didn't. So yeah, that is it. This is the Nerf gun reviewer 331 signing off for today. I'm trying something new. Sorry. We'll probably, me and Matt will probably make a Nerf war today. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. It may happen, it may not. So, I will see you guys later.